I did it. I watched Jess's video. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, get good. And Jess is one of the alters in me, you know? And I watched her first video from like 10 years ago. And I found myself like, pardon me. I found myself analyzing the video a lot. Toward the like at the beginning mostly because I was noticing that she wasn't fully Jess at the beginning. But then the more comfortable she got talking about her own self and perception, the more she kind of became more of herself. Because like I was still getting like vibes of whoever the fuck else was fronting for like some of the other videos, right? I was watching it and I was like, it looks like Jess is like trying to front and talk, but she still sounds like a different alter. And it seemed like she was really like battling for the front and trying to push Alex out of the way. It was probably Alex, I don't know, but it was interesting. But she started definitely having like more Jess energy as we went more into it, so that was fun. It was actually fun, so fun. And she wanted to clean the top bunk because I shoved some stuff up there. She wanted to climb up there and she wanted to make a video of it. So I was thinking that maybe we might do that now. And you can watch the process of me going up there and setting that up and then just switching in, potentially. So I'll talk about my perspective of the video while I'm moving up there, and then she'll switch in and she'll talk about her perspective of it. That sounds fun. Let's do that. Now I'm excited. Okay. Alright. Let me just see what's going on percentage-wise for my phone. Alright, it will not die if I unplug it, so cool. That's always a plus. Love yourself first. Come on, sorry. Stretches. Do you like my shirt? It's very, very large. It says, I'm not crazy. I'm special. And then it says, no, wait, maybe I'm crazy. 1 second. I have to talk to myself about this. Hold on. Which is very, very relevant to this video right now. Love. So funny. Alright. So, I actually packed a bag of my son's stuff a couple of weeks ago, and I packed a bag of my own stuff, and I'm like, alright, I'm all packed and ready for someone to pick me up. I was trying to manifest that, but then I unpacked my bag because I had to go to the shops, and I like undid the whole thing. Tissue. What's this? Seems like a to-do list that I forgot about. I haven't even gotten up there yet. I'm not clearing it off. What's all this then? I have this. I know that we're off topic. Fuck. Quickly now. Got this really cute fucking gothic party dress thing. but the zip is broken. So, do you reckon I could pull off a dress? I don't know. Not many of us feel that very comfortable in dresses. But Gifford, one of the male alters, does actually like wearing dresses. He's having a go at me right now for saying that. But like, not like, he's trying to argue that he wears them like in a masculine way. The fuck was that? I just heard a mystery noise from up on top of the bed, and I am concerned. I did not do this. What is happening? It was probably just that thing. Oh my god. I'm paranoid about the ladder because it comes undone sometimes. Fuck. Just records myself falling off. Oh my god, I would have to post that. That would be hilarious. Okay. I'm up here, but I wanted it to be cleaner. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Okay. Pardon me. Pardon me. Basketball. Well, that didn't work. All the stuffies. Oh, sorry, you're backwards. Turn you around. Okay. An audience now? Alright, you're supposed to be my audience. You want to sit over here with these guys? Nah. Let's look at them. Anywho. Right. Indeed. So, just for safety reasons, I'm gonna put this down. Just in case. Hazard. Alright. Anywho. Not the truck. Sorry. Right. Yeah. So let's fucking gossip about Jess. Okay. Alright. So... Ooh. She wants to come forward now. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. For a second there, I was... For a second there, sorry, I was about to wipe the thingy, and then I was like, they always wipe the thingy. That's behaviour that we normally do. So then, would people not know that I'm someone else if I did that? And then I was like, just don't be fucking Stupid head. Alright, that's just gonna state that's where that goes. That belongs there. Sorry. Okay. None of us are used to holding the front, so we're still very switchy switch. Just like in the other video, where I wasn't myself yet until... Okay. I need to practice coming out again, because it's been a while. Okay. Fuck, okay. My name is Jessica. I'm Jessica. It feels really weird because I haven't been out for so long. And also, alright, so in that video that we just watched, which I watched it because I was curious as well. I need to know, like, because, like, I mean, I've fronted a bunch of times, pardon me, since that video was made, obviously, it was like 10 years ago, but, I haven't had that many, like, extended periods of time where I was out in fronting, and, okay, so my whole thing, right, that I mentioned in that last video was that basically, and if you haven't seen it, look at I Am Jess, the video from 10 years ago. Just scroll down. Sorry. Yeah, I am very aware that someone else is here fronting with me. And it's making me uncomfortable. Because I feel like they're controlling parts of my facial expressions that I am not. That's why we dissociate a lot, because we have different authors controlling different things, and often it's not the most aligned thing. So, alright. So anyway, my whole sense of self, my whole view of myself back then was that I was the one that was good at gaming. Why does that make me so happy? I was the one that was good at gaming. And I considered myself rational and smart and stuff, apparently. And I considered myself to be rather apathetic, emotionless. But then, when I made that video, I wasn't seeing myself that way anymore, and it was like I was in the middle of a transition period when I made that video. So I was saying I wasn't really sure, like, who I am in that, because well, see, like, back then, if I was, and I just felt someone else come forward, and I'm trying to bring myself back. Look, when it's been, over the years, I have fronted, and I have played games, and I have not been, like, I've played COD, like, specifically, like, in that last video, I was going on about how Call of Duty was my favorite, and I was talking too much about it, and then I had to, like, stop. You're right! My ukulele and my Back to the Future poster are doing things, interacting with each other. Anyway, so that doesn't sound like something that I would say. So did someone just, like, step in and then, was that Alex? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I've been kind of like feeling like super uncomfortable with the fact that like I have not been good at things like games. Haven't been as good at them as I used to fancy myself being. And I can't. I was like, this was like my whole thing. Like I was good at games compared to the rest of the authors in my system, right? And also, apart from my feelings for my ex Damien, I was rather emotionless, right? So in that last video, I was going on about how I realized that I obviously wasn't emotionless because I had all these feelings for Damien, but then I mentioned the fact that Allison, who is another alter in my system, apparently Allison, I need to sneeze. There we go. Sorry. Apparently, Allison had bigger feelings for Damien than I did. Like, deeper feelings. And, like, we were trying to. Whoever was fronting, like. I don't know if it was like a week ago or like 2 weeks ago or whatever. But we were sitting here at one point trying to think. Who was it that, like, in my system, that had, like, a really big connection to him? Like, I knew it wasn't me. That slight hint of jealousy popped up again there. What do you mean? Nah. Oh. Was that Alex? Who was that? Anyway, sorry. Anyway, yeah, that's right. We were like, yeah, we couldn't even think of who that was. So, like, watching that video was like a, that's what it was kind of moment. Actually, I should have, or maybe I threw it out. I don't know. I had a signed photo at one point, signed by Billy Piper, I think. It was a Doctor Who picture thingy signed, and it was addressed to. Yeah. Oh, it was addressed to the authors that Damien was dating, which was, I think, me and Alex and Allison and was Danielle on there? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure if I threw that out. I don't know. But when I was about to say, like, that Allison's name was the first one on there and the biggest one, like, I felt jealousy come up. But we, as a whole, we don't fuck with that dude. We don't think about that dude. We don't have that dude in our life. So there's stuff. Yeah, so that video that we watched, of my first intro, that has, you see me being jealous of my boyfriend at the time having a closer relationship with another alter, which, like, from someone on the outside who doesn't fucking understand anything, it would just be like, me being like one person and me dating this dude and then him liking me and then me being jealous of myself. Like, that doesn't, like, I know to like you one-dimensional fuckhead, sorry, all you normal humans out there. That would probably not make any sense. But, obviously, when you have multiple people within your being, yeah. So, I'm pretty sure, because, like, oh yeah, and we also mentioned the fact that, I was saying some stuff about Allison and her perspective of stuff, right? But then later on, I was listening to Allison talk about, like, bitching about stuff and bitching about my perspective of stuff. And I realized that if I have an opinion on what someone else in my system is going through, I might not be right. I'm just going off of my own perception of reality and of them and of their reality. And then if I talk to them about what I think is going on in their life, they can be like, no, no, that's not actually, like, no, I don't feel that way or think that way. That's your projection of me. So then the only way for me to fully understand what another alterer is feeling, right, isn't to just look at it from like a surface level thing. It's to literally allow myself to lose all sense of who the fuck I think I am and my programming and beliefs. Just let all of that just fade away. And then tap directly into their essence, their energy. And then let myself be them. Let myself see the perspective, see the situation through their perspective, I mean, without my own, like, stuff. So then I think maybe practicing doing that within my own system is how I was able to, like, connect to the energy fields of people outside of myself and allow their energy to move completely within me, or to just gather data from their field and translate that through my own understanding. Yeah. So really, getting to know the different alters and stuff within my own being is what granted me my abilities of, like, telepathy and stuff. It's like, the more you're aware of your internal relationships, the more you'll be aware of your external relationships. Which I think is one of the reasons why my parents don't. Nobody understands. I don't know. I keep feeling myself slipping, but this is the longest. Oh, I'm feeling myself getting more solid again. This is, lol, sorry, my brain went dirty when I said longest and solid, and anyway, so, I'm just, we need to practice letting a whole version of self from and communicating between the different pieces. Yeah, because we've been operating the way that we're operating because that's how we needed it to work in that period of our life. But we've done so much internal work, so much work in, like, collaborating and organizing the system and everything, I feel like it is time for an actual shift. And we want to be more solid, less static. And when I say static, I just mean like particles of me and particles of other alters, just like, and trying to like front together, but because that's what we have been doing for quite some time. I was just thinking back to, because like I was thinking back to when I was playing, was it Tekken or Mortal Kombat? One of those with my ex. Sorry. Well, yeah. Not the Damien guy we're talking about, but like my son's dad. My son. I have a son. Anyway, my son's dad. I remember that I came out to play some games with him at a point when my sister was dating him, and when I lose at games like that, apparently I punch people. Oh, does that mean that I'm? No, maybe. I was gonna say, does that mean I'm the one that likes boxing? Is that why we do boxing and stuff? It's just the one that likes boxing. Oh my god. You're funny. Alright. Apparently there's a few people in the system that want to do boxing and kickboxing. But oh, this is not Jess anymore. Hello. I don't know, don't ask me. Ah! Yeah, she should totally come out for fucking boxing times and stuff. We're gonna like go to a free boxing or kickboxing class, or go to like multiple free ones. I suppose that could work, yeah. Oh, I'm playing with this thing. Don't know if you know that. No. At least let's just say goodbye. Okay. So like, to pull Jess again. To pull myself back in just then, it felt like when I did that, I felt different again. Super subtle shifts in energy. It's okay. Sorry. Yeah. When I was like, oh, quick, like tune back into the Jess frequency, right? And then it felt like a corridor kind of like opened up, and I could see like these edges here. I don't know. And then, I know that I'm meant to like focus like in the corridor, and then as I feel myself moving into it, I felt that Jess energy. But then when I went like this after that, it felt like it was another layer that I moved through. And the other day, when we were watching, was that Alex? Stop that. Don't stop that. You make life better. What were we watching? What was I gonna say? I don't remember, but it's been 30 minutes, so I should go. Right. I need to say goodbye and thank you for watching. No, it wasn't. Sorry, I'm frustrated now. No, I can make more videos. Okay. Okay, sorry. I was going just to get all like frustrated and annoyed, and I was gonna be like, didn't even get to like say what I wanted to say. Not that I know what I wanted to say, but whatever it was, I didn't get to it yet. But yeah, no, I can make more videos, it's fine. No, but if I'm like, oh, this is Jess's new, no, technically this is not Jess's new intro video, because it wasn't like, hi, I am Jessica, let me introduce myself. It was more like, this is how I perceived my last video. Yeah, well, because I haven't had any character progression. I haven't had much character development since. Is Alex still controlling the hands right now? Right, yeah. Since that video, like, I haven't had much chance to be out and. Oh, right. So, like, the main alters, which I'm just gonna assume are the ones that made the original videos, right? I'm just gonna assume that those are the actual main alters that I'm supposed to be working with, right? So, we need to get each of them out and then choose one thing that they really love that they haven't been doing or haven't got in their life or haven't tried yet, and make it a priority to go after that thing, because we know that we're supposed to be learning more about ourselves and developing ourselves, and yeah, like, that's one of the messages that we've been getting a lot lately, especially from our own selves, that we need to we need to be trying more things that light us up, bring us joy, and that's how we develop ourselves and become more of that self, right? So then every individual aspect of self that comes forward and says, this is what I love, and then you follow that and you do that thing. Like, if it's your body that's going out and acting out these things that they love, then, like, to the external world, yeah, you probably will just look like one person that is into all of those things. So you will look like a put together, well-rounded individual. Even if you're just like a conglomeration of like just like random different guns. Now I'm just thinking about like what I want to wear and how trying to think of like if I would even like any of the clothes that we own right now. I feel like I'm more of a masculine dressing. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, okay, so like cargo pants, right? And like I like khaki colors. So like I kind of want like a halter top or like a crop top thingy that's all like shaped, and I will wear a bra with that shit, right? But then like with just like cargo pants, and I feel like I want a hat, but I don't think I like any of the ones that we own. So this is, anyway, who even chose the hats that we own? We didn't even wear them. Well, I think Daniel chose the monster hat over there. I thought Daniel was gothic. People change. What do you mean? I think Daniel and Gifford maybe share it. I think you would associate it more with Gifford. Wanna look at what I'm talking about? That hat there. I'm gonna go. Oh, I have to rewatch this. Being the first time that I've made my own video for a long time, it'll be interesting. But also, I need to make a video not only talking about the last video that I made, but I need to talk about this life and how I feel about it now. Okay. Alright. That was fun. I was gonna be like, oh, now to turn back into a salad. Feels more like a soup. Yeah, okay. Alright, anyway, we're gonna go. It's almost 40 minutes. More videos to be made. Sounds fun. Actually, it sounds fun. Let's do this. She didn't say goodbye, did she? Hang on a minute. Thank you for being interested enough to watch this. And if you haven't, go check out the original video called I Am Jess. That is on this channel. I might make this one I Am Jess Part 2, which was pointless to say because I would have already done it by the time you heard it. Oh. Yeah, no, she's fully gone. Oh, who am I? I don't want to tell you yet. I don't want to tell you yet. No, okay, I'll tell you. I'm interesting. They were about to say I'm an unintegrated Alex. Because remember where we said that Alex was multiple Alexes, and then we think that she basically merged into like Alex, but just one Alex that was like an age later. Except that's not true, because there's a male Alex and a female Alex. So obviously there are still unintegrated Alexes. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Who am I? We'll figure it out together. It's alright. You guys can help me put the pieces together. Bye-bye.